Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lee. This is Reefer Explained. Today we're doing a quick update on the Red Sea 250 G2. I just wanted to point out everybody that's been following the channel, liking, subscribing, please keep doing that. If you're new to the channel, if you like the content, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see these videos, just see what's out there and just get notifications, please subscribe. It does help the channel and it will help me continue going forward. The more numbers I have, the more videos I'll put out. So there we go. So it's been a while. Nothing new to share on equipment, but I did just want to talk about a few things that are doing well and really kind of talk about the lighting. So before this tank, I had the E260, which was all-in-one with the converted sump below. And on top, we had the Red Sea LED 90s that came with the tank, and they were really good. The app worked well. I know that some people have said online that they didn't like the app. That's fine. That's up to you. Personally, I love the app, love the ReefBeat app. Like the functionality, like that it's all in kind of one ecosystem, a bit like kind of Apple or Samsung, things like that, like kind of a system where like Refactory, where everything is together. So I'm using Refactory and I'm using Red Sea products mainly. We are going to just dive into the lighting. So the lighting is been changed out from the top because this whole wall area was, let me just go back. So this whole wall area is redone. Took the tank out as there was a problem with the seam. May have been a floor structural problem, may have been a problem with the Gen 1 situation, but Red Sea were really helpful and reached out and said, look, we'll give you a discount. So here we are. We're with the 250. I love the 250. I love the fact that there is no back compartment. There is a sump, obviously, but I had that anyway. And now I've gained, obviously, full volume of water inside the main display instead of having a black box at the back that you couldn't see. All the detritus was going down because I had taken out the recirculating pumps. They were getting blocked when I first put them in. And it meant siphoning out the back areas to get rid of that rubbish. So now I don't need to worry about that. It's all going down the main drain, which is here. It trickles into the emergency and that keeps the ATO steady. It is a really good system, really quiet compared to the other one. And the stop valve, the gate valve, should I say, underneath, I'll show you, is much better than before. So they really did a good job on this. Let's just see if I can get this light to come on. It's a bit, there we go. So this is the new stop valve. Close the top part is turn right, and anti-clockwise is to open the drain so that it drops in the back of the weir at the top. The plumbing is amazing, red and black. They really did a great job on this. So going back to the main display with the lighting, I wanted something where when this wall was done and this area and this TV wall was all put in, I wanted something sleek and minimalistic. So what I came up with was I wanted the lighting on top of the tank, as I'm only running really LPS and not many stony corals, nothing too hard on that side of things. Maybe, you know, a little taut or an acro, but more encrusting types of SPS. And the LPS don't need a hell of a lot of light. They're doing well just off these AI blades. So these AI blades are quite expensive for what they are personally, but they are really cool. And what I like about them is two things. So if we just tilt them, they are really bright. This one is the AI Blade Grow. It is blue, and I've put that at the back to make the tank a bit more whiter. I wanted the more clearer look and not to be blasted with too much blue. They come with these brackets here. They're like slide in, so you can adjust. And then we've got so that's the Grow at the back of the blue. And this one is the Grow, obviously the whiter one. I think it's, I think one of them has the UV and so forth in there. So that's that. It is an amazing, light system. They are water splash resistant. Yeah, they do get splashed from time to time because they're so close to the edge of the actual water, but they sit right on the lip here, as you can see, and they are extendable. You just push and they can extend more, but they fit really snugly. and I only have to take them, or I slide them back as far as I can, put one on top of the other or turn it off, and then I pull the mesh off the top here. We got a feeding port here, so with my old tank I used to have to take off this or pour it through the net. Usually I used to take it off, but because the brackets were at the top and over, now that the lights are on top, the only way I could feed the tank was pour it through, and I was like, no, I'm going to put a little D&D port here to feed the fish, and they absolutely love that, and it's clean and it's easy. For anyone that's coming to feed your reef while you're away, you can measure out those elements of food so you're not going to overfeed and tell someone. I also put an auto feeder on the back here, and I put like a little clear acrylic stuck to the back of it with 3 ml special kind of tape. It's more like sticky blocks, and this is just a simple auto feeder with a ring below, as you can see, that drops the food straight through, and that is with battery, and it's turned off at the moment because I was kind of overfeeding and I've decided to cut back, but this is for when I'm away. Going back to the light system, they're really cool. Hoping they're going to last the test of time. They don't have any fans in them, so that's another reason I got them. So they obviously don't need the fans to cool down. They don't really get hot. They're good to touch, whereas the Red Sea ones made a lot of noise. You had to clean out the fans from every 3 to 6 months. I just love the design, the sleekness of them. I can't see the blue lights shining in my eyes when I'm sitting down on the couch. That's another reason I got them. Now they're currently running around the 10-hour ramp up, ramp down, from 10 in the morning till 10 at night. Somewhere, well, hang on, yeah, about 10 in the morning till I think it's 9:30 at night. And the blues on the normal blue coloration is 50%. The royal blue is set at 45%. And the whites are set at 25%, and the 20 on the UV, and just trying to remember what the other one was, UV, and I think there was another spectrum on there. Sorry, I'll try and come back to that. They run really well. The cords are long, so they reach. The app is by AI, I believe, and they work amazing. And you can see that it doesn't stick out. I mean, yes, the auto feeder, but I can just take that off when I need to, and the acrylic, you can't see it because obviously it's clear. But I think it worked really well for me on this situation, and the other ones were just such an eyesore for me, especially seeing as it in this little nook area, it fits pretty well. So I did really well for going for the 250. I was going to go for the 300. If I had a bigger space and the wall came out more, then maybe I would have gone with 3. But I think I hit it on the head with this one. So yeah, really chuffed. We've just basically, quick one, we've just got a bunch of Gonnies, Alvies in here. I've had for some time in the old reef. Brought them over. Most everything survived. There was a few die-offs here. So this one is struggling. It was a special kind of Gonipora. I think it was an expert one, orangey. It might make it back, but I don't think so. This one has died. It was a new one recently. And then we just got some obviously encrusting types of Monzapora. They're bouncing back. This one nearly didn't make it. I love it. It's green, it's yellow, it's purple. We've got a little acro here. It's doing well. Got this one that's growing big. I think this was a Kung Pao. I might be wrong. Or no, beach bum. It was a beach bum, I think. We've got this massive stag kind of thing. It's been in my old tank and it's growing more and more every day. This one is really taken off. So branching Cyphastria. I think we've got a few more down here that are just mainly the standard ones. They're doing really well. They've got a bit of flow going over them. For flow on the tank, we're running 4 pumps. It's a bit crazy, and we might change them out. At the moment, we're running TMC 4.0, so 4 litres at the back. They are super quiet. The actual controller is underneath. Let's just show you quickly. We've got this one here. So this TMC is on level 3, goes to 5, got different modes. That's for the main one, the 4.0. We've got another 2.0 there and another 2.0 there at the back running Reef Crest mode. And then we've got the Red Sea 25. Had some issues with it, but it was my fault. The actual chamber parts wasn't pristine enough, so it was making a rattling noise. Changed out the blades, but didn't need to do that. Lucky I didn't buy the motor as well. And now it's running smooth. It's running at 40%. So we got the Reef 25 running at 40%, which is 2,500, but 40%, so half of that, maybe less. We've got the 2.0s running at full pelt, but on Reef Crest mode. And we've got the 4.0 at 50% as well. So let me know what you think about the flow. It seems to be moving away a little bit from the glass, but it's not a big deal. Apart from that, all the corals seem to be moving, swaying. They're not like getting thrashed around too much. They're all kind of open. This one is bouncing back now that it's got a bit more flow. And I'm really glad because this is one of my favorites. Everything else is doing a-okay. These chalices down here are really puffing out. I'm really happy. I hope they make it. I did lose one chalice down here, unfortunately. Completely died away. Don't know what happened. We've got a few other jack-o'-lantern here, and we've got another one. It's a pink one, but I think this one's probably died off. I don't know what happened. And then we've got this, I think another Monty something growing here. But apart from that, guys, everything is doing a-okay. We changed out the media because it was running for some time. It started to go purple, as you can see, on the CO2 scrubber. Cleaned out the cup on the skimmer. We are running the 3.0, we're running the TMC 500 new compact pump down below for the UV. I love it. The controller is just up there. It's on level 5 now. It was on level 1. The flow wasn't great, and then the UV wasn't working as well as it should. I think faster flow, as I'm aware, to stop algae growing on the glass, like the film. So I've jumped that up from 1 to 5. It goes up to 10. I think that's better now. We've got flow coming out here from the UV, straight back into this side, and it picks up from the other side. It's just in the sump, but it should help. We hoovered out the sump some time back, about 3 weeks ago. It's not too bad in there. Got some carbon, and we've got some media to get rid of any heavy metals just in case. Not running roller, as phosphates are 0.02 and nitrates are around 5 to 8. Sometimes I dose a little bit to bring them up. Just don't want to bottom out really. The fan will only kick on when the heat goes above, I think it's 79, 80. And we're running the thermal control by Refactory, which I love. They reached out to me. They replaced the old one that had a problem with it. So really happy with those guys. I put my faith back in Refactory on that because I bought a few of their products. The pH meters there just below, and I've got the thermal view. I've got the dosing X1 Pro for the phosphates, dosing into the tank. I've turned it off at the moment because I've got a little bit of algae growing out of control here. Not too bad, you can see it. I've got some cleanup crew in here, but I've turned off there. You can see the algae growing. Turn the whites down. I think I'll turn them down a bit more to prevent this growing out of control. But we have got a tuxedo urchin in here. We've got a lawnmower blenny. That'll give them something to do. And we've got some snails and crabs and so forth. So we are good. And we've got a conch in here as well at the back. He's just around the corner here, as you can see him there. Apart from that, the tank is away from the wall where the outlet was. It was too close before in the old tank, so that's another thing I've done. We're dosing magnesium, calcium, and alkalinity, and no pox, and phosphates. So yeah. Apart from that, everything else is great. I've got this little station around here, which is the RO. This is by London Aquatics. It's white aquarium, white ATO, 25 litres. We got the thermal control, which I love because I can see it right here. It will send me text alerts. It will bleep when it goes out of a certain area of temperature, should I say. We've got the little groove thing here for the room temperature, 23 Celsius, 24. It's a bit warmer at the moment here in the UK, but usually it's around 21 in the flat. So that's great. We've got this little station here that mixes up my stuff. So what I do is I measure it out, pour it in here, 1 litre, just 1000 mLs, turn it on. You can plug a little thing into it to run it. It's got a little cable. I love this little unit, and this mixes really well. I leave it on overnight while I'm mixing. Really inexpensive from Amazon. I think I paid about £10 for this bottle, which is like a kind of lab grade. Great. Got the peel inside, which is for the magnetic stirrer. Amazon, about £25. Yeah. Guys, let me know what you think of the video. If you like it, if you want to subscribe, it will really help me out. Loving the Red Sea tank, by the way, guys. Couldn't have hoped for anything else. Apart from that, we are going to see how the corals go for the next couple of months. Probably put an order in at some point, but I might do some other stuff. So I'm going to keep the Gonny garden just around here. I'm not going to go too crazy, maybe 1 or 2 more. I want them to be able to move around and not sting each other, just in case they do, because alves and gonnies are slightly different. We've got a soft coral at the back here, which is I've had for ages. It was one of those things you bought at the beginning, you know, cabbage coral, flesh kind of colour. He's doing well at the back there. There's enough nutrients in the system. And I'm probably going to put some more sticks and stuff here. I want stuff to kind of grow up, but anything that I don't like, I can just take these pedestals off and move them around. I'm trying to think what to put on here. I might put something encrusting on here. We'll see. I don't want anything to shade out too much. So as this gets bigger, this might go at the back or the top. This beautiful beach bum. Love the colors, so cool. Yeah, it's growing big. It was a tiny frag when I bought this, and this one is growing the same as well, and I'm hoping it will get big because I love these two. Jack-o'-lantern's kind of spreading, but it's not too bad, and you know, it's non-invasive anyway. Kept the chalice garden at the bottom. Chalices like to be low down, a bit like gonnies. You should keep these on his own, because I think even though the lower temperament, you know, you don't want to get like a Hollywood stunner maybe, for instance, like a chalice, but these ones seem to be okay. They're not near really anything else in the tank, so they're doing well. And again, these ones like to be low down for that kind of thing. This is a Burnoporid, I think. I think it's called like an Iron Man. This one I've had for a long time. It's doing well. It's started to come out a bit more. It's quite a bit of flow in the tank, so it's probably why it's not fully stringing out, sending its arms, sweepers, whatever. We've got one here that nearly died. It's slightly different, but this one is barely holding on, but that should bounce back over time if I leave it alone. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next update soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.